Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I spent in a month and everything that I earned in a month as a 25-year-old PhD student living at home in Dublin, Ireland. Just a quick disclaimer for this video, I am not trying to brag, I am simply telling you what is going on for me, what my spending is like, what my earnings are like, but it's not me trying to brag or saying that you all should be doing the same. I'm just letting you know my situation. Hope you enjoy this video. If you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps me know that you like this kind of content and that I should keep making it. Really quickly before we begin this video, this week's comment shout out goes to Holly Studies, who says, I recently began transferring my notes/life over to Notion from Evernote as they offer students with an institution email account a free account. So thank you Holly Studies for mentioning that. If you would like a chance to be in the shout out for the next video, just be sure to comment down below on this video. Also wanted to say that I recently made the very most basic website so that I can start up my email list for YouTube subscribers, anyone who's interested in PhD advice, productivity advice, and hearing when I come out with different products such as Notion templates that I have coming very soon. So if you are interested in finding out about that, be sure you click the link to the website phdandproductivity.com in the little description down below, and you'll be able to sign up to my email list then. Thank you so much to everyone who has signed up so far. I can't believe that so many of you subscribed to the email list, so thank you. And without further ado, let's get into this video. So I think the thing about trying to manage your money is to start off, you really need to be aware of where your money is going. I think very few people do this where they actually take a look at everything they spent in the last month and actually each month try to look at your finances and see what could I change here. There's always going to be things going on that you're not fully aware of, and unless you're doing this sort of monthly review, you're never going to get on top of that. Even if you don't believe in sort of setting a strict budget for how much money you want to spend in a month, it's still important to at least be reflecting on how much you are spending in a month so that you can see, are there any areas where you might want to cut back? So that's exactly what I'm doing. I definitely hadn't been doing this too much in the last couple of months, and it was really important to me. This month I definitely felt myself spending a lot of money, and I really needed to look back and sort of evaluate to see, was I spending my money in the best way? So we're going to find out. I added up all of the amounts that I spent in different areas. So the first thing is rent. As I mentioned, I live at home in my family home in Dublin. It's quite common as a sort of 20-something-year-old in Dublin to still be living at home because it is so expensive to rent in Dublin. So when I move out, I'll be looking to spend anywhere between 800 and 1,000 euro a month on rent. It is quite a pricey city, so pretty much there's no reason to move out until you're really financially ready to do so. And obviously in a time like this, lots of people are not, so more people I think staying at home than there would be usually. I do contribute some money to the upkeep of the house, so I pay 500 euro a month in rent, and I think that's also pretty common if you live in Dublin at home, that you would still be paying some rent at home. Most of my friends who live at home spend around the same amount at home that they contribute to their parents for living at home and continuing to be a financial burden. So that is what I spent on that. I spent 10 euro on toiletries. I spent 21.95 on dog food and a toy for Lola because she hurt her paw. I spent 93 euro on groceries. The part that I think is going to be the most damaging here is I spent 278 euro on takeaways and eating out. So that is on average around 70 euro a week, which is just way too much. So this was something I sort of knew, but I thought I was probably spending more like 40 euro a week. So this is definitely a bit of an eye-opener and good to look at. Basically, we're in the most strict restrictions, I guess, in Dublin at the moment and have been since Christmas. So the only thing that you can do at the moment in terms of entertainment is meet up with a friend, grab some food to take away and go and eat it in a park pretty much. So I definitely have been doing that, I guess, twice a week to see my boyfriend. That's where I sort of thought it was more like 40 euro because we take turns and it usually is around that much depending on where we go, but I didn't think it was so much that I was spending, so I definitely need to be more careful. It's probably things like if I during the week maybe end up getting something to take away at home, even if it's something on the healthy side, I still shouldn't be spending that much on taking away food or eating out. I just think it's obviously not healthy, but also not healthy for my money. The next thing is that I spent €10 on transport. I think that was just topping up my Leap card once during this time. I really try and avoid getting the bus obviously in this time, but sometimes you just have to. But I think I've only gotten the bus maybe twice in the last month, so I've probably only spent €5 on transport, even though I topped up my Leap card by €10. The next category is entertainment. So that's all types of streaming services and anything along those lines. So I spent €40 on entertainment, and again, that's something that I think is too much. I spent money on Amazon Prime, so Prime Video, which I think is fair because I'm watching all of Hell's Kitchen at the moment, and that's where you watch that. So that is totally fine. I'm happy to continue paying for that. I spent some on Disney Plus, which I don't need at the moment because I'm not watching anything on it, so I'm going to cancel that. The way I see it is that you can look back each month on your subscription services and just get rid of any that you don't think you're going to use next month, because you can always resubscribe if you need to. So I'm going to cut Disney Plus because I don't see myself watching anything from there in the next month. The other thing is chess.com's pro membership, which is €12, and I definitely don't need to spend that on that because I don't use it enough to need that pro membership. I can definitely just play for free. I don't even think I played it all in the last month, so that is definitely a waste of money and that can go. And then the other thing that I spent was a streaming services, which is National Theatre at Home. So that is a really good streaming service if you are into watching plays. I have been so busy recently that I have not had time for this, and I've only really been watching things on Amazon Prime and YouTube and Netflix, for which we have a family account, so I don't have to pay for Netflix. I don't need this at the moment. For the moment, I'm going to cut it. And so basically that means for next month, I can go from spending €40 to spending around €7 just for Amazon Prime. The next category is phone. So I spent €63 on my phone, which is unnecessary. The €60 is what I spent for my calls and internet and all of that, and then I spent €3 on Apple storage for my photos. So I definitely don't need to be spending €60 a month on my phone. I know I can go and cancel it and just move on to the sort of €20 unlimited data. So I do need to do that, and I'm going to add that to my to-do list now so that I don't forget. So the next category is books and music, and I spent €101.24 on that. I don't feel in any way bad about this because I don't think I would never feel guilty about spending money on books and music. So I spent $4.99 on Spotify Premium because who wants to listen to ads? Not me. I spent the €9.99 on Audible. I'm always really happy with Audible. I really enjoy it, and I like getting the credit a month, which I feel like sort of motivates you to listen to a new book each month. And it also has free podcasts and free different things, and I feel like I've been reading a lot more because of Audible, and I love it. So if you do want to try out Audible, I'm an Audible affiliate, which means that if you sign up for the free trial with my referral code, I'll get a little cash dollar bill. So if you want to support me, feel free to use the link in the description below for Audible. And I also, not only did I spend money on Audible that way, I also spent €22 I think on extra credits. So that means buying just 3 extra credits on top of the one free one you get with your membership. So I bought 3 other audiobooks last month. Again, I don't feel that's ever a problem because I always love listening to new productivity books on Audible, and it obviously provides me with ideas for content then as well. I bought a couple of plays and a book as well that were more so for drama in a way for the drama school, but also for me. Those are things that I'm happy to spend money on, but I don't see myself spending as much money next month. So I just put down €50 in case I do want to buy any extra Audible credits. It is National Poetry Month, which means I'll probably be wanting to listen to a lot more Shakespeare than normal, so it might be nice to have that next month. The next couple categories are also very big in terms of spending, and they are sort of one-off expenditures. So I sort of was wondering, is this the best month to make this video, because I did spend a lot on different things, but I do feel like there's always something that you're spending money on So I just sort of feel like every month there's going to be something like this in a way. First thing that I spent money on was my work from home setup. So I got a new desk chair, which is like an ergonomic chair. It means I can adjust the heights of the elbow pads, and it's just a lot more comfortable than the one I had before. It's a lot easier to sit on it for hours a day. And given that I've been working home for a year, a comfortable chair is very important. Not that the one I had before was uncomfortable, but this one is definitely much more comfortable, and I find I'm much more easily able to sit here for long periods of time. I also bought a footstool with an adjustable height. So again, that's important for your ergonomic setup. So making sure that you have your back and that you can sit up straight for your back, have your arms and legs at a 90-degree angle is really important for making sure that you don't end up with any back pain. If you need to have your hands at a 90-degree angle to the desk, you need to make sure your seat is at the right height for that. And then if your seat is up so high that your feet are dangling down or either pushed down like lower than your 90 degrees, then you need a footstool to make sure that your feet are going to be in the right position so that your knees can be at that 90 degree. It was around €30 including the sort of shipping, and that has definitely been somewhat of a gem. The chair, I just wanted to check, was €176. That was, yeah, worthwhile in terms of spending. The other thing that I bought in terms of work from home setup was this plastic tray, which was only around €5. That's just to keep any loose papers on my desk tidy, and it means that I can then sort through those as needed. I've been following the book Getting Things Done recently, and it was one of the things they said you had to have on your desk, so I just sort of went for it. It was only €5, and I do find it's been helpful for keeping things organized around my desk because I often feel like things can get a little out of control. The other thing that I bought in terms of work from home setup was a portable monitor. I think it was PhD with Laura that put this up on her Instagram story. It's basically like a large tablet, but it's sort of lighter weight than my iPad, and it's about, I want to say, 16-inch. You just plug it into your laptop, same as any other monitor, but then it's so light and easy to move that you can basically bring it anywhere, which is so handy for working from home. Sometimes I like to move around and work in different parts of the house, and it means I can just easily move those two things downstairs, which I can't do with like a big monitor with a stand. So altogether, that category total price was €336, which is again a lot, but these are very useful things. I'm going to have them for a long time, so I don't really feel like there's any sort of problem to that. I also feel like some of these could be tax deductible, but I'm not really sure how any of that works. But I think given that I'm working from home, both for the drama school as well as probably not for my PhD, I don't think I'd be able to get a tax, obviously, because it's not taxed, but I think for working from home for the drama school, I'd probably be able to claim that back. Or if I start earning enough money with YouTube, then it could be the case that whatever tax I pay on that, I would be able to claim certain things like the things I need for working from home. The next category again is somewhat of a big one. I spent €486 on bedroom furniture, which I'm still waiting for, and it was supposed to be here. Well, it was supposed to be here on April 6th, and now it's been pushed forward to April 24th, even though I purchased all of this on March 1st, so I'm so frustrated. But hopefully when they arrive, everything will be great. Who knows? I'm hoping that it will make a big difference when they come. So I bought some furniture from IKEA. I basically bought this sort of door and a half really tall wardrobe, and then I bought a little dresser to go with that. And then I also bought some under the bed storage because at the moment I have lots of things stored under my bed in like suitcases and boxes and things like that. And the last thing that I spent a lot of money on was YouTube equipment and subscriptions. That was €250 that I spent. I think it's just a little bit more than I actually earned from YouTube, so that's not amazing, but these were sort of things that will last. I spent €156.41 on an external hard drive, which is 2 terabytes of storage. I do have one of these, but since I got my new camera, these videos tend to be a lot bigger in terms of storage. Like each video could be maybe 30 gigabytes, so I definitely need more space. And I was thinking that it could just be handy to have an extra one. It was just on my to-do list, so I just decided to do it, even though I probably won't be needing it for another 3 months or so. Again, I think that's something that could be tax deductible if I end up making enough money from YouTube. And then I also bought 2 more SD cards for my camera, which was €70 in total. And the reason for that being that recently I did have a video where I used up all the storage in my camera as I was filming, and then I had to go and empty the SD card onto my external hard drive and then delete everything and then put it back in, and it was just really annoying. So I bought some more SD cards just so that doesn't happen. Again, might be tax deductible, who knows. And then in terms of other things, so I spent €4.19 on my subscription to TubeBuddy, which if you are thinking about doing YouTube, TubeBuddy is a really great way to do your search engine optimization. And the other thing that I spent money on there was Canva, which is a sort of graphic design, I guess, website where you can make your YouTube thumbnails, Instagram posts. I use it for poster presentations for my PhD, as well as sometimes I use it for slideshows, but not very often. But mainly I use it for my YouTube thumbnails, and that was €11.99. So that means my total expenses from rent, toiletries, dog food, groceries, takeaway and eating out, transport, entertainment, phone, books and music, working from home, bedroom furniture, and YouTube equipment in total was €2,198.59 for the month of March, which is so much money. Oh my god. It is so much money. I did sort of make a little budget to go alongside with this for things that will be changing this month. So I didn't change rent, toiletries, dog food, groceries, transport, entertainment. I cut to €7 from €40. I cut down my phone to €23, cut down books and music to €50, cut down takeaways and eating out to €200, which I think is still a lot. You know what, €200 for the moment. Let's be kind to ourselves. There's nothing else to be doing, so there you go. And then obviously I won't have the work from home set up, anything like that. I won't have bedroom furniture. And YouTube I just put down as €25 for just the normal subscriptions. And then there will be other big expenses. So it is my boyfriend's birthday, so I put down some money for that. So my total budget spend for next month is €1,400 and €47, which is still a lot, but what can you do? Then in terms of what I earned in the last month, so again, to bear in mind that when I'm talking about this, you do have to be aware that I do work a lot, and I understand that not everyone is in the position to do that, and I'm not trying to brag, I'm just telling you what I earned myself. So obviously my PhD stipend is €1,500 and €41. That's my base sort of PhD income. I also earned from PhD work in a way. I was doing demonstrator hours, which is sort of like being a TA. This is technically what I earned for December, January and February all together, but it's what went into my account. So that was €894. So it's typically more like, I'd say March I'm going to be earning more like €300, and it's somewhere between €300 and €500 a month, I'd say. I earned from YouTube €210.46. Again, technically that's the money I earned in February. I actually earned a bit more in March, but that won't be paid until April. I also earned after tax €1,862 from the drama school that I run. So that was after tax. So altogether after tax I earned €4,000, €508.16. I think before tax it probably would have been more like 5,200, I think. So yeah, total then left over for the month of March was €2,310, and that will all be going into savings because I don't know what else to do with my money at this current time. I know I should probably be investing it, so maybe one of these days Graham Stephan will come across this video and decide to react to it and let me know what I should do with my money, Graham Stephan, given that I live in Ireland where if we put in our money into a savings account you'll still earn basically no interest. So let me know, or let me know if anyone else knows what I should be doing. I know I need to set up a pension soon because I don't have one of those, but other than that I'm not really sure. Do comment down below what you think, if I should make other videos like this in the future, if you'd be interested in seeing this in the future. I'm not trying to brag, I know everyone's in different situations, but I'm just telling you what my situation is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. That helps me know that you liked this type of content. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you to all of my wonderful members. You really make it possible for me to make these videos, so I really do appreciate you, and I will see you all in the next video.